Hello, everyone. This is your loving host, radio and TV personality, Dr. Afshan Hashmi. And I am best-selling author of these two books. So please go and buy these two books and give me an honest review. And through the sale of these books and sponsorships, I finance these programs. For this book, the outbreak of a monstrous infection, I want a movie to be made so all those Hollywood, Bollywood, Netflix, Amazon, Roku, Apple Plus, and anybody who may produces movies and TV serials and web series, please contact me at Afshan at drafshanhashmi.com. And also I am looking for a sponsorship for these programs, and this show is syndicated worldwide to 300 million listeners, and it will go as a doco series program. And so friends, if you give me sponsorship, then just imagine how in such a reasonable price your product will be promoted in such a grand way. And having said that, friends, let's fix it. Having said that, friends, today I will be talking about Shri Devi's death. But for the Western world, I just wanted to tell you little bit who Shri Devi was. And this is a special series which I have devised, and it is called Crime Stories by Dr. Afshan Hashmi. And before I start this, I want to add a disclaimer that this is only for information purposes, and it is not the program is not to hurt anybody's feeling. And so it is just for information purposes, and I have done my independent research and come up with this which I will tell you. This is not fixing. So now, friends, I will tell you who Sri Devi was. Shri Amma Yangar Ayyapam, 13 August 1963 to 24 February 2018, professionally credited with her stage name Sri Devi, was an Indian actress and film producer who worked in Telugu, Tamil, Hindi, Malayalam, and Kannada language films. Cited as the first female superstar of Indian cinema, she was the recipient of various accolades, including a National Film Award, a Nandi Award, the Tamil Nadu State Film Award, the Kerala State Film Award, four Filmfare Awards, including a Filmfare Lifetime Achievement Award, and three Filmfare Awards South. Sridevi's career in Indian cinema spanned over 50 years. She was known for her reticent and introverted personality but headstrong and outspoken screen persona, regularly playing strong willed, sophisticated women. Sridevi appeared in a range of genres from slapstick comedy to epic dramas and is widely regarded as one of the most influential actresses in the history of Indian cinema. In 2013, Sridevi was honored with the Padma Shri, the country's fourth highest civilian honor for her contribution to the Indian culture through performing arts. So this was little bit about Shri Devi, and now I will read little bit about of her death. On 20th February 2018, Sri Devi and her youngest daughter Khushi had flown to Al Jazeera Hamra in Ras Al Khaimah, United Arab Emirates, to attend the wedding of her nephew Mohit Marwara. She decided to spend a couple of days in Dubai to shop for her eldest daughter Janvi's 21st birthday after the wedding. Her husband Boni Kapoor was not present with them on the wedding day as he had to attend a meeting in Lucknow on 22nd February. However, he had already planned a surprise visit to his wife, with whom he spoke on the morning of 24th February, when she told him that Papa, that's how Sridevi addressed Boni, I am missing you. According to Boni, he took a 3:30 flight to Dubai and reached Jumeirah Emirate Towers Hotel around 6:20 Dubai time in room 2201 where the actress was staying. She and Bonnie briefly met and chatted for 30 minutes or so. Afterwards, they decided to have dinner. Sridevi went to bathe and to get dressed for dinner while Bonnie waited in the living room. After 15-20 minutes, around 19 hours, he called out to the actress as they were getting late but was unable to get a response. Sridevi was pronounced dead on 24th February 2018 at 7 GMT in her hotel room where her husband had found her. At first, it was announced by her brother in law Sanjay Kapoor to the Indian media that the cause of death was a cardiac arrest, but the investigation to her death began early Sunday morning around 2:30 and the case was transferred to Dubai Public Prosecution by Dubai Police where Journal Department of Forensic Evidence Dubai revealed that the cause of death was accidental drowning. The toxicology report later also revealed that traces of alcohol were found in her body and water was found in her lungs. After rumors that news of her death was an internet hoax, her brother in law Sanjay Kapoor confirmed that she really had died. Her fans, co stars, and other Bollywood stars posted condolences on Twitter to mourn the death. After a few days of police investigation on 27th February, Sridevi's case was closed, and on the night of that day, her body was flown back to Mumbai, India. Ashraf Thamara Seri helped bring back her body to India by her husband and her stepson Arjun Kapoor on a private jet belonging to Anil Ambani. Her funeral took place on 28th February at the Ville Parles Seva Samaj crematorium in Mumbai. The final rites were performed by her husband Bonnie Kapoor. Sridevi was cremated with state honors and also received a gun salute at her funeral. Her pyre was lit by her husband on 3rd March. Sridevi's ashes were flown into Tamil Nadu via Chennai by her husband and her two daughters, Janvi Kapoor and Khushi Kapoor, and later taken to and immersed in the sea off the coast of Rameshwaram. So, this was little bit about her death, about Sri Devi and about her death. 4 years on here are some of the there are some conspiracies theories surrounding Sri Devi's death, and it says her unexpected death in February 2018 sent shockwaves across the film industry as it mourned one of its most prized actresses. 4 years following her death, fans are still grieving the loss of Sri Devi. As today marks the 4 year anniversary of her death, we take a look at some of the most interesting conspiracy. So, and this came in Masala Journal. So, 4 years following her death, her fans are still grieving the loss of Shri Devi. As today marks the 4 year anniversary of her death, we take a look at some of the most interesting conspiracies theories surrounding her death. So what happened? Sridevi and her youngest daughter Khushi had flown to her hotel room where her husband had found her. At first, it was announced by her brother-in-law Sanjay Kapoor to the Indian media that the cause of death was a cardiac arrest. But the investigation to her death began early Sunday morning around 2:30 and the case was transferred to Dubai Public Prosecution by Dubai Police. where Journal Department of Forensic Evidence, Dubai revealed that the cause of death was accidental drowning. The toxicology report later also revealed that traces of alcohol were found in her body and water was found in her lungs. After a few days of police investigation, on 27 February, Sridevi's case was closed and her body was flown back to Mumbai, India. Theory number one, her death was too suspicious to be an accident. Sridevi's postmortem has been hotly debated ever since her death. Many questioned how accurate it was after it first claimed she suffered from a cardiac arrest before stating her death was caused by accidental drowning. This quickly raised the question of whether they were dealing with a mishandled case. Theory 2, there was a money incentive behind her death. According to reports, an insurance worth 240 crore rupees, which is equivalent to about $35 million, dollars, had been taken out in Sridevi's name. Apparently, it could have only been cashed out if she was to die in the UAE. Coincidence? Much did Bonnie or someone else close to her have something to do with it? Theory number three, Bonnie Kapoor killed his wife. Doctors in Dubai raised the question of whether Sridevi died after falling into a bathtub. Is there a possibility that she was pushed? Bonnie was the only other person in the same hotel room as her. When Bonnie found Sridevi, he called a friend. When he found Sridevi unconscious, instead of calling the emergency services first, why didn't he call a doctor first? Is that a rational reaction to have when you see your wife unconscious? Theory number four, Sridevi committed suicide. Sridevi was stated to be staying in Dubai to meet and spend time with her sister and to do some shopping. If this was the reason, then how come she didn't step outside the hotel once in 48 hours? Rumors quickly circulated that Sridevi had been privately suffering from depression. She lived a very private life, but she was always being analyzed in the public eye. It is very common for those in the public eye to suffer silently, so perhaps it all got too much for her. Years ago, before the release of her film English Winglish, Sridevi had made a public outing to the Tripati temple whilst wearing no makeup and a sari. The media published a story saying Sridevi loses her beauty and she has also been described as too plastic. Did the public scrutiny drive her to the edge? Even after her death, the media scrutinized her diet, personal choices, and surgery. Perhaps the struggles of being a successful Indian woman in the public eye had more of an effect on her mental health than we knew. Theory number five, she was intoxicated when she died. Forensic reports claimed that traces of alcohol were found in Sri Devi's body during her death. Close friends claimed that she never drank heavily and enjoyed a glass of wine every now and then. Is it possible that she was drinking heavily the night she died? Did someone coax her into drinking? To conclude, no doubt Sridevi's death was a tragedy that we couldn't have prepared for. Whether there was foul play involved in her death or not, we will continue to look back and remember the actress is a positive light. She radiated light in the industry and remained to be remembered as a national treasure and a loving mother. So these were some conspiracy theories, and then there is one report and it says that Bollywood actress Sridevi death not accidental, jail DJP. Thirura Putram, July 9, in a shocking revelation pointing to murder, Kerala jail DJP Rishi Raj Singh has said The unexpected death of legendary Bollywood actress Sridevi was not accidental. Quoting his friend, late forensic surgeon Dr. Uma Dhatan, the GJP revealed that my friend told me that the death might have been a murder. When I asked him out of curiosity over the death, Dr. Uma Dhatan pointed out several circumstantial evidences to prove that the actress' death was not accidental. The DJP wrote in an article recalling his experiences with the late renowned forensic expert who had helped Kerala police crack dozens of sensational murder cases and other crimes. The actress reportedly died after drowning in the bathtub in a hotel in Dubai, where she was staying with her husband after attending a family wedding on February 24. According to Dr. Uma Dhatan, even if she drank much, she would not drown in 1 foot deep water in a bathtub, the DJP said. Without pushing by somebody, a person's leg or head could not drown in 1 foot water in the bathtub, the DJP, quoting the forensic expert, said. Though the unexpected death under mysterious circumstances sparked controversy during those days, the exact reason of death could not be proven due to lack of evidences. The renowned forensic surgeon Dr. B. Uma Dhatan died at a private hospital here on Wednesday last. He was a forensic medicine professor and had served as medical legal expert for Kerala police. He also worked as a professor at Thiruvananthapuram, Albuza, Kottayam, and Thrissur medical colleges and served as medico legal consultant with the Libyan government. Dr. Umadhattan was instrumental in solving several sensational cases in the state. After seeing this zeal in solving the cases, Kerala police had created a medico legal advisor post in the department. Dr. Umha Dattan's work includes science in the detection of crime, investigation of unnatural death, practical forensic medicine for the police, forensic medicine for the mediocres, memoirs of a police surgeon, Oru Police Sergeanto Oma Kuparkal Malayalam, and principles of practice of forensic medicine. So this was about Shri Devi's death and the conspiracies theory surrounded her. So, friends, what do you think? Was it a natural accidental drowning or was she murdered? Do write to me in comments, and I would love to read what you think about Sri Devi's mysterious death. Till today, it is known that. Her death was accidental drowning. So that's what it was. And now, friends, I wanted to remind you that these are my two books. Please go and buy these two books and give me an honest review. And for this one, I want a movie to be made. So, all those Hollywood, Bollywood, Apple Plus, Roku, Netflix, Amazon, Peacock, whoever makes movies and web series and TV serials, you can contact me at Afshan at drafshanhashmi.com. And also, friends, give me sponsorship for this show because this show will be syndicated worldwide to 300 million listeners. And just imagine, if you give me sponsorship in such a grand way, your product will be promoted. Having said that, friend, cheers and bye bye. And now I will sign off from this episode and see you in another episode. Cheers and bye bye.